Hey girls, I am so happy you're here. I've been getting a lot of questions on TikTok and Instagram on how I actually got and achieved this hair color. So I decided to create a video just for you. I hope you enjoy this video and let's get started. Hey girls, so let's go ahead and get started. So I washed my hair probably a day or two before and I blow dried it. I don't usually like to wash my hair before I apply color or dye unless it has a lot of product buildup on it. So to dye my hair, I use the L'Oreal's Hicolor in the shade Sizzling Copper and Copper. I used 2 of the Sizzling Copper and 1 of the Copper. So you will also need like a hair color bowl, a brush, like a hair color applicator brush, as well as a color key. These items are listed in my Amazon storefront and I'll also include them below. Girls, make sure you get the color key. I'm trying to tell you that is going to save your fingers and making sure that you get all of the product because this color is not cheap, baby, okay? So while I show you how I section off my hair, I'm going to tell you about the color mixture. So 1 box of color dye equals 2 parts of developer. So it's a 1:2 ratio for 1 box. So I use a 20 volume developer when coloring my hair. So 2 disclaimers, I'm showing you guys how I will color my hair if I'm going from black to this copper color. So you want to start at your ends or like the ends of your hair before you apply it to the roots. Since I do have color and my ends are already lightened, I would have technically started at my roots because my roots are darker and it needs time to process longer, if you understand what I'm saying. But I want to show you guys and give you the real process. So anything for y'all, Second disclaimer, I did recently change my formula to get more of the copper. So if you follow me on TikTok, my last few posts, I want to say the last 5 posts, you could see my hair is a little more copper or a little more reddish. That's because I added more copper. And of course I will be uploading a new video soon if that's something you're interested in. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the color application. So you see how I am avoiding putting the color on my roots? That's because you don't want to get hot root. So hot root is basically where your roots process longer than the rest of your hair and it causes it to be brighter than your ends. You don't want that. You want the color to be as even as possible. So that's why you start at the ends, and then after you finish your ends all throughout your hair, you will come back and then add the color or dye to your roots. Don't make the same mistake I did when I first colored my hair. It was funny. I thought I was going to be faster than the actual color or the processing time, and girl, no. My roots were, I wouldn't say significantly lighter, but you could tell that my roots were lighter than the rest of my hair. So as you can see, for each section, I'm splitting my hair into different sections. So each section, I made 4 big sections, and within that one section or those sections, I am going to be splitting my hair into about 4 or 5 sections because I want my hair to be fully saturated. We don't want to miss spots or anything, girl. And while I got you here, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And if you want any more tutorials like this, definitely let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'm gonna do an updated video of like the color formula that I'm now using, as well as like aftercare and styling and all the things, girl. I got some things coming your way. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me on other platforms. So before I move to my roots, I let the rest of my hair process for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's because, of course, like I said, you want your ends to be a little bit lighter than your roots because your roots don't really need that much processing time. So just keep that in mind. 10 to 15 minutes, you really don't need any longer than that. But once you get to the roots, girl, you can get messy with it. Just slap the color on your hair, okay? No, I'm just kidding. But I like to go in a little bit more with my hands because I want to make sure I'm getting the product all over my hair, right? You want to really break up the sections, really, get in at your roots so all your roots are fully saturated and you have all the product. Alright, so now that I finished applying the product, or the color should I say, I'm going to let my hair sit for about 30 to 35 minutes, 40 if if I'm doing something in between, and let my hair fully process. And yeah, girl, after that, you could go ahead and wash your hair out with some shampoo and conditioner. Make sure you do like a deep conditioner or like a mask of some sort just to bring your hair back to life. You see, the curls are still there. They're still popping. That's what we want. We don't want our hair to be overly fried and dyed. You know what I mean? We don't want that. So make sure you do a mask or a deep conditioner after you are finished with dyeing your hair. It's the end of this video. Thank you girls for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on other platforms as well. I will see you soon. Bye.